Welcome back. We're now reviewing the Kansas City Chiefs and previewing them for the 2013 NFL season. We start with the coaching change. After a 2-14 season, the Chiefs fired Romeo Crennel and hired Andy Reid, the longtime Eagles coach. His first order of business was cutting Matt Castle and trading for Alex Smith. Alex Smith was a guy that Andy Reid tried acquiring earlier in his time with Philadelphia near the end of the McNabb era. The big concern is, can Alex Smith play 16 games? Can he stay healthy? He's only done so twice in his career, and can Reid continue the success that Harbaugh had in rebuilding Alex Smith's career? We go to running back now, where Jamaal Charles is an elite back. He's one of the NFL's best. He's got tons of speed. He's elusive. He can make guys miss. He's in his second year off an ACL tear, so you expect him to be better than last year. Expect him to jump back closer to the 6 yards a carry he was averaging for his first few seasons. And then their backup is Knile Davis, who had a great 2010 at Arkansas, hurt in 2011, had a horrible 2012, and then they drafted him in the third round. So I'm interested to see, how do they use him, how much does he play, and is he effective when he plays? We go to wide receiver, where in the first player we have to look at Dwayne Bowe. He was excellent when they had him playing well, but the problem is he's never had a good quarterback. No one's ever been as good as Alex Smith for him, so that'll be very interesting. I think he had a great season now. We go to Donnie Avery, where we have a deep threat signed off the Colts. He's gotten around the league, so you have to wonder, how good is he really? He had a good year last year. Then it's Dexter McCluster, a very versatile player out of Ole Miss, former second-round pick. He can play running back, he can play receiver, he returns their kicks. Very good player. We're going to look now at A.J. Jenkins, the 49ers first-round pick last year. They traded him to the Chiefs for their former first-round pick, John Baldwin. You hope that this is a great trade for both teams, that both teams benefit, but you wonder, because A.J. Jenkins could not get on the field. It's not like the 49ers were extraordinarily deep at wide receiver. And then we look at another guy who's going to compete for the third wide receiver spot. That's Junior Hemingway, the big former Wolverine. Could see some playing time. And we'll look at tight end now, Anthony Fasano. He's a decent starter, a guy who's okay. He can make some plays in the blocks and can move the change. Safety valve for Alex Smith. We're going to look at the offensive line, where the Chiefs spent their first overall pick on Eric Fisher out of Central Michigan. The chip away will start at right tackle. He'll start at left tackle, moving incumbent left tackle Brandon Albert to right tackle, replacing Eric Winston, and that's an instant upgrade, even though that Winston is a very good player. They have two great tackles. The question will be the interior linemen, how do they hold up, but especially in this division where you don't have great interior pass rushing, it's a good thing that they're going to be strong on the outside, where there is better outside ends. Let's look at the defense now, where the team is got Tyson Jackson, the former third overall pick, a defensive end in their 3-4. He's good, but he's never lived up to the value or expectations of a third overall pick. They signed Mike DeVito from the Jets, who is a try-hard guy who gets the most out of his limited talents and is a good enough run stuffer to earn a starting job. Then you have a good backup in Alan Bailey, who will continue to circle in the trio and get some playing time. He's athletic. He's kind of a cheaper version of Cardinals Calais Campbell, both big, tall men out of the U. We look at tackle, where Dontari Poe, got better as the year went on. He's big and athletic for a man his size. So they're gonna hope that he continually improves. On the outside, Tamba Hali missed one game in his career, and that was for suspension. 9 sacks per year, a very effective pass rusher, especially with Justin Houston across from him, who just keeps getting better. He had 5.5 sacks his first year, 10 his second year. The interesting is, can he continue to put up the double-digit sack numbers? He's the explosive player of Georgia. Derek Johnson is the linebacker in the middle. He's the signal caller. He's the guy with the green dot on his helmet. He's a very good player. The question is, Akeem Jordan next to him, he was a part-time Eagles starter. Can he start with the Chiefs full-time? We'll have to see. Andy Reid must have saw something he liked with him with the Eagles. We go to the secondary, where they have Brandon Flowers, who is better than Brandon Carr, who the Cowboys gave $51 million to. So that could be saying something. Not sure if it says more about Flowers or about the Cowboys' reckless spending. We look at Sean Smith, big physical corner out of Utah. I like that he'll be called on to match up against Eric Decker and Demaryius Thomas, so that's a big, important signing. And then Dante Robinson, who was a bust when he was in Atlanta, but very good in Houston, so you have to wonder if he can resurrect his career in Kansas City as the third corner. A strong safety, there's Eric Berry, the former 5th overall pick. Was a force his rookie season, but then tore his ACL his first game and the second season. Wasn't as great his third season, so you hope that his second year off ACL surgery, he returns to rookie form and improves, gets even better. And then you have Kendrick Lewis, who is coming off an injured season, so you have to wonder where he's going to be in his recovery. He's not the strongest starter on this team. We look at kickers. They have a slightly above average punter in Colquitt, and Ryan Succop's an 81% field goal kicker who has mid-50s range, so that's always good. I'm projecting this team to be one of the more improved teams in the NFL. 10-6, I think they'll beat up on the Raiders and Chiefs, get some easy wins, and then they play an easy schedule from finishing 4th last year, so they could pick up some wins. I like the Chiefs, 10-6.